Hello everybody and welcome to a new video. Today we are going to be going over how to make and use diagonal it has begun diagonal walls. Okay, I'm going to preface this. I had to go to speech therapy when I was little, and because I get going too fast and I slur my words together, and I still kind of do that, especially with hard words that are harder for me to pronounce or enunciate, like diagonal, that. So I am going to be calling them sideways walls. You all will know what I'm talking about when I say sideways walls. I really mean diagonal walls, but I'm calling them sideways walls from now on. That's how it's going. But anyways, let's jump into this. So here we see I have a map set up, and this is where I want my diagonal walls to go. All right. So let's hop into your editing program of choice. In this case, I use GIMP, and let's see here. So I already kind of set this up because I figured you didn't want to see me sorting through my thousands of files, but I opened up the inside B and the walls. The inside B, none of this matters. I'm just using this as a size template. Another thing that I need to do, since I'm using it as a size template, is go into, I forgot. Oh no. Image mode RGB. You're going to want to change it from index to RPG because GIMP doesn't like matching colors. And for this, you're going to want to match colors. All right. The first thing I did is I went into this map and I saved it as an image. And then I'll dive into why I did that in a sec, but I just saved it to my desktop and I already have it pulled up here. But so you can see, actually, you can see I used these walls. So let's copy paste them over. Boop. And there they are. Okay. So now we can close out of this because I'm just going to show you how to do it with one wall. Not really. That, okay. And then let's center this on. So that'll just make it easier for me. Okay. So we need a wall that, like, is a really obvious color so you guys can see. That starts here and ends here. All right, so let's just bring it all the way. Okay. And then, I'm sorry, this is going to be a lot of scrolling in and out. So if that starts to get like nauseating or anything, I apologize. But yeah, this is a lot of. Okay, so here we have our basic diagonal wall. It just doesn't sound right. So we have the part that's going to be the ceiling. And then we have the wall. Why does it do that? Didn't do that up here. Why did it do it down here? Hold on a second. Un momento, por favor. Then I do that. There we go. Problem solved. Sorry. I get caught up in the little details sometimes. Anywho, let's see. This is a really trippy looking roof. Let's see. Okay, there's the line. There's the second line. Okay. So I'm just going to copy this from this and bring it on top, down here. Okay. So, since this roof has an my heavens, I cannot talk today. I am so sorry. Since this roof has an edge, you'll have to edit it in the editing program, but we're not going to worry about that now because that's an easy fix inside of the program, without having to make any actual like edits to anything. But first, before I do that, okay, let's go to fuzzy select and just select this area right here plus the red area. And you know what? I need that entire red area selected. Okay, there we go. There we go. And then let's select invert and delete. Okay. So now we have to go and just casually erase this edge. And there we go. Okay, we have our roof corner piece. We're going to want to match it to this guy. So just go through, and I'm doing this super quickly. So it's not going to be perfect, and I'm not trying for perfection. This is just kind of for demonstration purposes. But let me just get this going real fast. How thick is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Let me see. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, my Lanta. There we go. Okay. I am so sorry about my dogs. They have been like this all day. I will be right back. I have to go check on them. So sorry about that. I am back. All right. So, just because it's driving me nuts, I'm doing this. And that's a car passing by on the road. Oh my goodness. All right, and then we would want this piece. No, it's going that way. So I want that piece and that piece. I want the same piece. Of course, it's the one I just covered. All right, so let's. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my golly gee whiz. Mm-hmm. 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 This is why I was doing this, because it looks a wee bit wonky. We're going to ignore the fact that I just kind of sounded like Shrek. Trying to say donkey. Alright, then let's do that. And then let's I saw a video on online, and it was someone dressed as Indiana Jones in Galaxy's Edge, the Star Wars park in Disneyland, talking to Chewie, and that is why I was humming the Indiana Jones theme. Okay. Okay. Alright, okay. Alright, okay, alright, okay. Alright. This is not looking right. Oops. And time doing the Phantom of the Opera. Because I have problem. Good enough. It's good enough for a basic example. You know what, actually, that looks better than I thought it did. Okay. Then we are going to do this. Technically, this isn't a necessary part of it, but I'm keeping it there for simplicity's sake. And what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate that. Then, with this magic tool known as transform, we're going to flip it. And then we're going to scoot it on over. Here. Wow, it's magic. Let's see if we can do that again. Layer, transform, horizontally. Da-da, da-do. I'm on a roll for random songs today. Worked there too. And one more. Oh my god, Miss Golly Gee Whiz. And other verbs that aren't quite curse words. Gonna beat my dogs up, but not actually, because I love them, except for when they do this. Oh my heavens above. And I'm back. This video is probably going to be very choppy because I have a feeling this is going to be happening a lot. They're just saying, you know, if you have dogs, I'm sure you understand. There's just some days when they need to bark at anything and everything, and it is horribly annoying, but here we are. All right, so another thing you're probably going to want to do, because the layering can get glitchy. Well, I guess this isn't, no, okay, this, if you are trying to do a diagonal wall in MV instead of MZ, and you do not have the options to select the layer graphics, what you are going to want to do is take a tile of the floor, and then do the same thing I did with the roof tile, just select these, and then go down to here and delete it. And then you have a triangle sliver of floor, and you're going to want to do that for all of the different sides. I don't have to do that because I'm using MZ, but if you were using MV, that is what you would want to do. If you are using the built-in game shadows, because you see how it has the darker in right here, you're going to want to make 2 sets of these, one with the shadow and one without. And depending on, you might even have to make 3, depending on which direction the shadow is coming from. But I am not going to do that because I do not have to. Anyways, so we have the ceiling done, and you can see these bottom ones are already done. Like, it's already looking pretty dang diagonal. But this is what you're gonna... Moving on to the walls. All right, so we no longer need... this. So let's just erase it for simplicity's sake. Not what I wanted to do. Okay. So this is the shape of our wall. It's a beautiful shape for a wall. And so there are 2 things you could do here. You could draw it like I did with the roof tiles, or you can find one of your middle tiles and this will change depending on wall height and everything. Then you copy that, CV, Control C, Control V, that's what that was. And then I'm going to duplicate this because I'm paranoid about having extra stuff. the little flash you see on the bottom is I keep hitting Control S to save because I'm paranoid. But anyways, you want to drag it down here so that the bottom corner matches there, and then hit Shift T. This is if you are in GIMP. If you're using another editing program, I do not know what the hotkey is for you, but we're using the transform tool again. And then you just drag this to fit whatever, trying to make it fit. And boom. And then there you go, a very basic diagonal wall. Now, something I am going to add to make it look slightly better is I am going to take this pole, bring it up to the top, and then I am going to bring it here. And I'm going to combine it with a new layer so I have some room to draw. This diagonal wall gives you some more of a 3D dimension to it. So you want to add, you're not just seeing it straight on, right? That's what I'm trying to say. So you're going to want to add some dimension to it. So let's do that. And then that, you're supposed to be on top. And that. And this is right now for aesthetic purposes, what I'm doing. And there. Now it looks more like it matches and belongs with that. And that is, of course, you can see there is some bugs like this one right here. You'd want to go through and smooth them out. But overall, it doesn't look horrendous. Yeah, that looks better. There we go. And now I am going to do the same thing I did with the seal. Oh, did I put that on the wrong layer? Un momento, por favor. I don't speak Spanish. I don't know why I keep speaking Spanish today. I actually do not know Spanish. My Spanish teacher had us spend like 2 years on Duolingo, and that is the extent of my knowledge of Spanish. And Dora. My little sister was absolutely obsessed with Dora when she was a child. And so I got to learn that. I was a Barney kid. My sister was very much a Dora Chid. I give up. I just can't speak English today. And now we're on to Phineas and Ferb. Welcome to... I don't know, Disney might come at me if I start singing Phineas and Ferb. And then the reason I am doing this separate is because if I had it attached it and then flipped it, it would be on the wrong side. So by doing it separate, I can just shimmy it on over. And then there you go. This is what it will look like in the program once I get it in there. So now comes the issue of getting this in there. So I am going to duplicate this. So I have a free one, and then I'm going to duplicate this for future purposes if I need to edit it without the these. Yeah, that's yeah. Okay, I did it right. So you're going to want to have this all separate. So I could just export it as is. Not what I wanted to do. Image size. So, oh my goodness. I could just do it as is. I saw that little head peek into my door, Ray Ray. You better stay up here. But if I'm going to do a bunch of these, I'm probably going to want to fit them onto the same one. But for now, I'm just exporting it as is. You do not have to have it positioned like it would be on the final product. This is just me being lazy and taking a shortcut. All right, so I am exporting this as a PNG into the where I save all my tile sets. And it's going to load very slowly. And then I'm going to open back up and go into, I am going to make another version of this just because. All right, then we're going to pull up our diagonal walls. And now they are in the system. So I goofed. I goofed already. All right, so that's actually, I lied. I'm not going to keep them like this. All right, so the most important thing is just making sure you keep the 48 by 48 going. There we go. It froze for a second and I had a heart attack. All right, so we're going to grab this and go here. Leave this one blank. I don't know why, but you have to leave this one blank. It's just how it works. And this guy. No, I could move this one up, but look at that. It looks so nice. So I'm not going to. Okay. And then there. And then. Oopsie, I forgot. Now I can do that. And we should get this nice little diamond shape in the middle. Ooh, nice little diamond shape. Okay. Then I could leave this as is, but I've already gone this far, so I might as well just set this all up. And I'm actually going to put this below for reasons in the tile set, because it'll be together. And this just casually bring this over here. There we go. And then let's export that again. Then open this guy. And there we go. Much better. Okay. So this is going to be X, X. You want them to be able to walk over the bottom layers. Then I always set my diagonal walls to above player. And then surround them by X's. I've never actually, this is my first time doing this in MZ. I did this in MV all the time. So a lot of the stuff that I'm doing here, it was for tile set regions because they didn't have the layering system. All right. It's just casually. Why is the color different? It isn't over here. Are my eyes straight tripping? There's something off on this one that there isn't on this one. It's because it's reversed. Oh, I see. Okay, so what you would want to do, yes, I will, is because these guys look wrong because they're reversed. The entire thing was reversed, not just this guy. So what you would want to do is go back to your original image and make the little corner, have it over here, and then copy from that side and paste it in. These two are both fine because they're going the same direction, but it just looks a little funky because these guys are the reverse versions of these guys. So that's why it's like looks a little misaligned and stuff. But let me show you how it looks with character in game. Oh crap, that's loud. Oh, oops. I forgot what video I worked on last. Oh, one moment. Okay, now I'll show you what it looks like. Oh my goodness. There we go. And can kind of walk under them, and then you can walk over that bottom layer and not any farther. So you still have full range of motion here like you would, like the walls weren't even there, and same here. Something that a lot of games have. Okay, this is something that you can do with doodads. But you would have to go through and edit every single one of your walls, which if you want to do, more power to you. However, something that I personally like is, let's take, oh, this is going to take me a minute. So give me 1 second. That one does not matter. Okay, I lied. It's not going to take me a minute. Is bring this guy up there, and then okay. Now, if you have taller character sprites, this cannon will screw with them. So you would have to make it a little, you would just have to extend it one. So instead of just copying here, you would want to copy here as well. Sorry, this is a lot of back and forth as I go through this. And then, you know what? While we're here, I might as well not do that. All the way up here, and then you there, and you there, and bring you all the way up here. Okay, now I'm trying to ignore them. I don't know how much the recording is picking up with them barking. Yeah. Let me go deal with that. All right, so see, yeah, okay. See, everything but that one went on the top layer. So on the bottom layer, we have, not bottom, the layer below that. In M, oh goodness. And it's like holding up your hands in the bed frame to figure out which one's left, which one's right. In MV, as in violin, this you have to force a little bit more than you do in this one because, well, it's here. But what I was trying to do is if you want to make this entire wall walk underneath the bull, you have to do that. And So if you have a taller model, which I do, so I can show how that affects that, and I also have a smaller model, so I can show how that affects that as well. But this is just what it looks like with the default size. Walk here. Okay. But now, okay. Oh yeah, that's what the issue is. I'll go in and fix that momentarily. But you see, you can still kind of see their head peeking up the top, but they can like walk around. No big deal. All right. So now, after I go in and fix that, let's try it with wrong one. Let's try it with Minnie. Oops. All right. The computer is like gonna overheat. Oh my goodness. All right. Minnie and eh, 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 eh. Oh, I know what I did. Oops. All right. Let me show you how I should fix that. First of all, needs to be stars. Second of all, we don't want to be able to walk down through that. All right. Now I'll show you Minnie. Maybe if my computer. Do I have like something extraneous open? Maybe it's just having the streamer VTuber open at the same time. But anywho, now that that's fixed, it's fixed. You see nothing. I don't know why that's happening. Because I can't go left or right out of it. Yeah, I'll fix it with the little thingy called no. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the no tile and I'm going to slap it down and slap it down. I click multiple times because I'm paranoid. Then we're going to go into it. Now, the only issue with doing this is you can lose track of the player. Like, especially if they're shorter, they go in there, oh no, where's the player gone? I can't see them. And it can lead people to getting stuck behind things. If there's a door down here, it's harder for them to see and stuff like that. So you do have to be aware of those kind of details. And now let me show you it with a taller sprite. I don't know why I always go to System 2. Okay. And yeah, I was trying to walk down and I couldn't anymore. So that is all thanks to the no tile, as I like to call it. But anyway. This room is obviously too small for this character. As you can see, they are breaking the tile set by walking under tiles they shouldn't be walking under and stuff. So just be very aware of how big and tall your characters are. Obviously, this is a very tall sprites. Like normally your sprites probably are not going to be this tall. But just playtest everything. That's my only suggestion is playtest everything. But if you wanted to do it for taller walls, it'd be the same exact method. You just instead of you would default make these 3 and then copy paste the 3 over and then do that at the angle. So yeah, that is pretty much it for diagonal walls. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them down below in the comments. I am going to stop talking now before I mess anything else up, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Bye! If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please them. Please them. I can't English today. Okay, let's try that again. If you have any words are failing me. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please